in college football. And even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will get the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Dropping back, it's Battle. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, the physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they...
It's a running room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individuals.
Turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that didn't fail him.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella, and they're able to get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The give on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking for a man. It's Battle. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too, and got to hold on to that thing.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, that's when the offense would love to have that. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Battle. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Manuel. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire. But this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Aggies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Battle. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? Right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's third and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range. And you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
He's got his man.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first.
Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the...
Back's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
New Mexico State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Leaves it with the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Battle. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Motion from the back. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blunt. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner is stopped. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Across the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
New Mexico State lines up quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Skips away from pressure. Big guy smells it. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, as you know, there is a fight for the Cy-Hawk going on between Iowa and Iowa State, and we finally have a winner. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and there down to the 24.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing.
Just keeps moving. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. The play-action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to pass their way in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown. Ready to try the point after.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on! He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Battle. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This time it's complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
He wants a big play here late. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it when this panicking effort really comes. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things.